Hello, this video is on data validation. It's one of those things I get a lot of questions about. A lot of people end up with validations that have been set up by someone else and they leave, and then the person's got to work out why they can't enter the data in that cell. So let me give you an example. So in this spreadsheet, so when we enter a name in the next row, and then I've got a little drop down here, which is really handy. So this is a data validation, and I can choose anything from this list. But if I have a department that's not on the list, and I want to add that, it's a problem. So let me try and put in IT, which isn't on the list, and it won't let me put it in. And the problem is the person who's set it up is often not around to ask anymore, and you've got a validation that doesn't work. So you end up constantly fighting with your spreadsheet, which doesn't save anyone any time. So let's look at how we can set this up, how we can problem solve it, and give you a few tips. So I'm going to just highlight my data where the validation would go, and it's going to be in this column. When you highlight, just be really careful. Don't highlight the whole column. So I'm not using the letter B to highlight because that's all 1 million cells. I'm not done with that. I'm just going to bring my arrow slightly down from the column heading, from the letter, and then into the column heading and click once, and that will just highlight the column within that data. It's much more efficient, and they probably could make it a little bit clearer, but they don't, so we've got to do it the long way. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go into the menu that we need to find the data validation. So we're going to go to the data menu, and we're going to go to data validation. Now that button, I'll just show you where it is. It's here. So on yours you might not have the words if your screen's smaller, so let's choose data validation. I'll put a big arrow in there so you can see it as well. So let's go data validation. Now, as soon as I go into that, I can see a box come up, and it's telling me where the source is. So it's saying here, drop down, which indicates it's the name of the sheet, and then the cells. So this is really useful, and I can even click on this arrow, and that will take me to the source. So sometimes the problem is when you're using a spreadsheet devised by someone else, but you don't know where they've put the source of the list. If you don't know where they've put the source of the list, how are you going to even be able to edit it? Yes. So here's mine. It's on the drop-down sheet, and it's just giving me a preview of it. So that lets me see it. So now I could do a couple of things. I could just clear it. Down the bottom here is a clear all. And sometimes if your list is really out of date, do you know what? Sometimes it's just easier to clear it and start again. So I'm going to do that, and then they'll explain to you how it works in the first place. So let's do a clear all. Okay, choose. Oh, clear all again. Choose OK. So now, when you clear all, it doesn't clear the text or the data, so it'll only clear the drop downs. So a lot of people are worried about clear all, but actually you're just clearing the drop downs, you're not clearing the data that it has made. Please don't worry. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put a new data validation in, and what I'm going to do, there's something missing on this list, so let's go back to the list. In drop down, I'm going to put in IT, and I'm going to do a little sort on it as well, because I think when you create a drop-down list, you really want it to be in some logical order, not a random order that you've decided. Okay, so there's my list, it's all ready. Let's come back down to telephone. So let's go through this. We're going to highlight column B. Remember, not the whole column, just from the heading. We're going to go to data validation. And where it says any value, we're going to choose list. Then I'm going to click in my source. I can click down to the drop-down sheet, which I've created, and I can highlight that list. And again, remember, I haven't selected the whole of column A. I'm just going to select the column, the table within the column. So now it's referencing drop-down, that's here, and I can see it's referencing A2 to A10. So now it's picking up the right cells. Let's give it a go. I'm going to choose OK, and here we are. So let's see if we can get this to work. So there we go, Helen, and if we choose IT, there it is. And if I add someone else in, put in Lucy, and click on the drop down, and what you'll find when you've got a table as well, the drop down automatically moves on to the next row, so you don't need to keep dragging it or copying it or anything else. So it will automatically move in for every bit of data that's added. So there we go. That's nice and easy to get a drop down. Now, if I put that list, this is a little bit unusual. I'm going to clear that. Let's clear that. Data validation. So we'll go back to data validation, clear all, and choose OK. What I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this drop down list. I'm going to put it on the same sheet in column H. There we are. So, I mean, you could, if you were doing this, you could actually put it further away. But I've put mine in column H so you can see both bits of information. Because if you put it in the same sheet, it automatically updates. So let me explain. I'm just going to highlight column B where it's going to go, where the information will be placed. I'm going to go up to data validation, any value, list, source, and I'm going to select the table. Actually, I'm just going to check that. I'm going to cancel there because I've copied and pasted. No, it isn't a table. So before, just go back a step. I'm going to make this a table. There we go. And I'm going to name that table. Let's call it DEPT, short for department. Right. So again, highlight column B, go up to data validation, choose list, and I'm going to go over to the source and I'm going to highlight the table. And it's not picking up on the sheet because it doesn't need to. So choose OK. So as we did before, it's working fine. But because I'm on the same sheet, when I add a department, it will also update my table. Let me show you what I mean. So let's add in a department for business planning. There we go. There's my department. So now I'm going to add a new person, Joe, and Joe's going to be located in business planning, and there it is. So because my list is on the same sheet, I haven't had to go back and update it. When it was on a different sheet, the drop down sheet, I had to go back and I had to update it all the time. So one way of making your validations a little bit more dynamic is to have the drop down list on the same sheet as the original data. You could tuck it away in column Z or something. You don't have to look at it, but it just makes it easier to add information to it. So a couple of key points there. To see a validation that's already set up, we highlighted where it was being used. We went up to data validation, and there it will tell you the source. And if you click on that arrow, it will take you to that source so you can go and see that, especially if someone else has set it up. If you put it on the same sheet, when you add to your validation list, it will automatically increase the list in the table. I hope that's helped. I hope that helps you solve some of the issues. And if you do have somebody who's got a validation set up, do ask how they've done it, just so you know before they leave. Anyway, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Any comments, I'd love to hear them. And if you have any questions, pop them in the comments. Thanks very much.